Good day, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Yes. Welcome to Wednesday, August 10th, and welcome to The Sip. Hey, guys. I hope you're all doing very, 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 very well. It is Wednesday, Hump Day. Yes. Get a little shimmy in there. But it is Hump Day. We are halfway through our week. And I will say, at least from my point of view, the energies seem to be on an upswing today. But it's not the type of upswing where it's like, oh, yay, we're all happy and everything's sunshine and rainbows and butterflies and ponytails. No, it is an upswing, but it's more of an upswing of, okay, I know I'm going to do better with myself, or I know I'm going to do better for myself. But there is a very important clause to that phrase of doing better, because it seems that this opposition that we have going on here right now, or at least today, this opposition is still with the Sun and Saturn, just like we were talking about yesterday. And also we have the added opposition between Venus and the Moon is also conjunct with Pluto, so it's also with Venus and Pluto. That's what seems to be triggering this. I feel like we're literally on this hump day, we are overcoming a hump in the road. There seems to be a hurdle or an obstacle that we are reaching a point of being able to not overcome, but also in overcoming it, move past it to continue on down this road of manifestation, of creating the new sense of you that is coming online here. So we're overcoming a hump. And so that's where this upswing in the energy is coming from. But of course, we're going to talk about that more in just a few moments, but I want to take a moment to actually say hi because for the last few days I've been starting the sip and have just been, hello Rolindigo, how are you? I've been starting the sip with just going straight into the channeling, but before I do that, I want to take a moment to say hi to everybody. So Rolindigo, you are here. Hello. Stephanie, I am so glad. Stephanie over on YouTube says that as she was cooking dinner, she felt she was missing something in her space, but then she realized that she realized how much she had gotten used to watching the sip while she cooks and makes dinner. All the times that she missed the sip, she was eating out. And she expressed how she really loves this community. And I love having you here, Stephanie. Stephanie has been an OG on the community here, which did officially start on YouTube, but she's been an OG for a hot minute. Like I remember going back and forth with Stephanie on Instagram when I lived in New York 2 years ago. So she's an OG. But so many of the people here in the stream or in the community or in the chat over on YouTube are like straight up like lifer OGs, like have been here since the very beginning. So I just want to say hello to all of you, and I want to tell you how much I love you guys. And I'm so happy that we have this community and we have this time to come together and be with each other and communicate. Diamond Frost, Josiah, Lorraine, enjoying the journey, Mel, Mama Piplup, African Oneness, Hope Allison, Lauren, Diane, Steph, of course, Inner Voice. Hello, welcome in. Hi guys. I'm doing really well. Hey mama Piplup. Hey mama, it's that beat that make you move, mama. Oh, that's Black Eyed Peas, right? That's Black Eyed Peas from back in the day. Yes. Okay. I don't know where that came from, but let me tell y'all, this channel and Eric have contributed big time to my growth as a woman, a mom, and a unicorn, says Stephanie. So like, boop. Yes, honey, I will take that. And I am so grateful that I have been able to be such an integral part of your journey. Thank you so much. It's going all right so far. Slow process. Of course. Thank you for being here, Inner Voice and Rolindigo. Everybody, thank you. Everybody. Thank you for being here. So let's get into it. Yeah, I want to tell you guys this story. The story of how I feel the energies playing out for the collective, at least today. And I am going to point to some of the actual things that are happening in the sky today on this Wednesday, Hump Day, August 10th of 2022. Some of the things that are happening in the cosmos that seem to be paving the way for this energetic flow. But really understand that this energy can be something that you're feeling for an extended amount of time later on. Or you could feel this days later, or maybe you'll become aware of this days later after the energy has processed and now you can interpret it, okay? But what I feel happening for the collective right now is, as I said, we're in this point of overcoming, okay? We're reaching the top of a hump. Rebrand is a slow process, but it will grow. Yes. Sirius from Canis Majoris is in line. It is manifesting time. Ooh, that is beautiful, Relindigo. I would love to communicate more about that with you on that one. So many people have some form of breakdowns these days. The full moon in Aquarius is going to come on strong. Inner voice. Thank you for reminding me of that, because yes, we do have a full moon, and that full moon is going to be probably like tonight into tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world. Now in tropical astrology, yes, the full moon is in Aquarius, but in true sidereal astrology, which is what I practice here on the channel. And actually, let me do this. Oops. This is the chart that I use. Now, this is the chart of the true sidereal system. So if I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, Relindigo or Inner Voice or anything, but that's the system that we use here. And as you can see, that system includes or incorporates Ophiuchus, the 13th sign, which is down on the bottom right of the zodiac here, on your screen. And it also utilizes the exact the exact size of the constellations in the sky, because not all the constellations are not an equal 30 degrees. Obviously, they can't be if there's a 13th sign in there, because 13 does not, well, 360 does not divide into 13 in 30 degree segments, right? So anyway, so that changes a lot of things here, okay? Not only are we adding Ophiuchus in, but we're using the actual size of the constellations. So in terms of this system, the true sidereal system, we're actually going to have this full moon in Capricorn conjunct your Saturn. So right now we have the moon, today at least, we have the moon conjuncting with Pluto, who's retrograde in Sagittarius, while opposing Venus. And this is actually the opposition between the moon conjunct Pluto with Venus, seems to be that energy that is helping us, is that extra boost of energy that's getting us over this hump, so to speak, okay? And it's definitely a hump, or it is definitely something having to do with your values, overcoming something in the realm of values, and more specifically, where you actually place those values now. What do you, as the being that you are, the person that you are in this very moment, having gone through all of the things that you've gone through in your life, but especially all of the ththings that you have personally experienced over the last 2 years, really, for the most part, because that seems to be the junction point where everything seems to be put together. That is now creating a new sense of self. So in this new sense of self, as you stand right now here today on this planet, in this moment, where do you place your values? Are you finding that you don't place those values in the same places anymore? Naturally, those have shifted. Or are there circumstances popping off or firing off in your life that are causing you to question whether you should still truly value whatever is coming into question for your life in this same way, or whether that level of value you give to this, whatever it is due for a reevaluation? Like an audit. I want to say like doing an audit of your values system and reallocating your energies into the areas of your life, the topics of your life, the relationships of your life that have the best and highest and greatest value for you as the being you are now in this moment versus who you used to be, or very specifically, which is seems to be playing out between this opposition, seems to be playing out in the opposition between the Sun and Saturn right now, with Saturn being retrograde and in one of his home signs of Capricorn. And Capricorn representing structure, Capricorn representing the 10th house, Capricorn, the 10th house representing in some points of view, representing how you are perceived of by society, meaning all of the demands, the restrictions, the structures, the disciplines that you have assimilated into because of society or external pressure. All of that seems to be coming up or seems to be playing out in some way. A reevaluation of this seems to be replaying some way or somehow in the the energy of the collective, while this retrograde Saturn in Capricorn is opposing the Sun in Leo. The Sun in Leo right now at 2 degrees of Leo as of 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on August 10th, 2022. The Sun in Leo representing some new form of expression. Remember, yesterday I was describing it as someone, this person, masculine figure, but being represented as masculine because it's action orientation. It's taking action or meaning to take action in a certain way, a brand new way, had just been birthed, had literally just been shot out of the birth canal of Cancer, the Sun being in Cancer. That watery, protective, nurturing, womb-like energy of Cancer. Now this person is being born out into the world and is dropped down right into the structure that directly opposes this person's or this new being's sense of expression or sense of self, represented by Leo. Okay? Yes, Rolindigo, your values have 100% turned in the last 3 months. Yes. Well, inner voice, if you have to look into true sidereal, then you find yourself in the right place, darling. Josiah. Oh, hey, Josiah. What's up? Are you on both sides, Josiah? I'm sorry, guys. I'm reading from Twitch, but over here on YouTube... Hi, dear Ashley B. Good vibes. Hi, Carolyn. Oh, hi, Carolyn. Hello, Allie. Hi, guys. Okay, so anyway, back to... Okay, sweet. Okay, so back to the channeling. So this is what I feel is going on for the collective right now, and this is how I feel. This is what I'm feeling today, okay? So, but also I'm seeing representations of that playing out in the cosmos, of which I'm describing to you right now. So how do I see all of this energy coming together to create a boost, that extra amount of force to actually get you over this hurdle or get you over this mountain or to get you to overcome this seeming obstacle, right? Of the structure and the old way of life. Saturn representing structure and restriction and dogma and control and discipline and law and order, the legal system, all that kind of stuff, institutions, very Hierophant-like energy. Saturn being in Capricorn, number one of his home signs, but also 2, a sign of an earth sign, which would mean a sign of structure, of discipline, of, yes, it's a cardinal energy of Capricorn, but it's a cardinal energy that keeps the momentum going of that which is already understood or that which is already in place or that which can create structure or create definement or restriction, for better or for worse, or something like that, right? Saturn retrograde in this energy. Retrograde. So what I'm seeing in the retrograde of Saturn, at least in this situation, is a representation of overly controlling, dogmatic, manipulative systems and structures that are meant to oppress in some way. Maybe because of, belief of you are better than another being. Now, actually, there is no such thing as being better or worse than someone else or some other being. Even if that being is higher than you in the dimensional ladder of existence, it doesn't mean that that being is better than you. That being is no better than you. It is just of a higher vibration, a higher awareness, is more advanced than you. Sure, you could say all these things, but that doesn't mean that that being is better than you. Yes, there are archangels up there that are very, very high vibrational, loving beings, but they are not better than you. You are not better than them. We are all equal here. Energetically speaking, on the soul level, we are all one piece of a central force, you can call it. No one piece is better than the other. But then this is where it takes us into the conversation of being on the path of service to self, or the path of being a demon, we could say, or the path of service to others, the path of light, or being an angel, you could say. And this is something that I've spoken of recently, but also back in the past. This is this concept that I first began to understand it this way when I started reading The Law of One, which is a really excellent book. I recommend it to all. But Ra, who is the orator or dictator of this Law of One material, describes it as those who are on the path of service to self are on a path of domination and a path that is lacking in love. And it is the mindset in this path of service to self, or path of darkness, or path of a domination, is that if I have, or if something or someone has the power to overcome you, to overpower you, then there's nothing wrong with it, because you, the weak one, deserve it. Why? Because you're not strong enough to defend yourself. So, I mean, I'm stronger than you. I can overtake you. It's almost as if you're asking me to do it. As a matter of fact, you are asking me to do it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna overtake you, and I'm gonna dominate you. And now you are gonna work for me. Your power is now gonna be my power. You see? Oh. And that's what I'm seeing Saturn retrograde in Capricorn as. But then with you being represented as the sun in Leo, having been birthed into reality in this new shape, this new form, represented as a masculine energy because it is an action you are intending to take. That you have now, for the reasons why you have now been born into this new form, right? This is a very authentic place of expression. This is a being that has no time for the structures, the demands, the restrictions, the prejudices that are put onto another by this Saturn retrograde in Capricorn energy. So yesterday when I was describing it, it was like you were born out, you were down on your knees and like your fists are on the ground. You're just kind of like slumped over, covered in embryonic fluid because you've literally just been born into the space. And immediately the structure, the restriction, the dominance, the desire to overtake and control hits you. But it literally just kind of bounces back, like it has no effect on you. And even though you are kind of collecting yourself because you've just been born into the space, you're still kind of looking up like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I just got here and it's already started. Yeah, bitch, it's already started. What you gonna do about it? Of course they're gonna try and get you right off the jump, because that's when you're most vulnerable. They're not gonna let you compose yourself. They're not going to give you that advantage. They play dirty, right? But that's okay. You're strong enough. And you know why you're strong enough? Because immediately you recognize what that is coming at you. And you know you ain't about to have it. And so there is a feeling here of, and like I said yesterday, whatever this Saturn retrograde in Capricorn energy represents for you in your life, this dogma, the restriction, the confinement, the desire to dominate you. However they are shouting this or trying to force their will upon you, only makes things worse for them. The more they try to control the rebel, the more rebellious the rebel becomes, the stronger the rebel gets, until finally at one point The rebel is just going to overpower. The rebellious energy is just going to overpower, and whatever was opposing it is just going to be burnt and left ashes in the dust. The more they try and force this, the worse it looks for them. Until at some point, it's just going to pop. They're not going to be able to contain it any longer. And then they're really fucked. But the warrior doesn't have to do anything but show up and just be. Because you just being is triggering to these entities. They want to take you down. Because if they don't, they will be taken down. And it's not like the warrior is actively seeking to do it. No, the warrior just is. The sun in Leo. So now adding this is Venus. Because when I was looking at Venus, who is in Cancer right now, and opposing Pluto and the moon at the moment, or at least as of 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, about 23 minutes ago. However, your values have changed and grown and evolved since however long it's been for you, however long this has taken for you. That is that final amount of momentum that's pushing you over this hurdle, this obstacle. What I'm seeing is, it almost looks like a mountain range, okay? But it looks like a mountain range that has been consciously constructed around you to contain you, we'll say. And you've been trying to get out of this mountain range, and it's like you're jumping, okay? You're jumping, and as you keep going and you keep trying, you're jumping higher and higher and higher and higher, but you can't quite hit enough momentum to get you over that ridge. That's where Venus comes in. And that's where I'm seeing Venus kind of rising over this mountain range and reaching the peak and sunlight shining from it. And that being that last boost of momentum to put you over. It's the change in your values. It's how your values have grown and evolved. Because when you valued things the same way, you were still a vibrational and or energetic match of the confinement that these structures were able to build around you, because they were able to learn about you and use that against you to your advantage. But when you change that, when you change how you feel about things, when you change the way you look at things, I mean, this could be from anything from something that has physical value to you that you're valuing, or your emotions, your belief system, whatnot, whatever. But it could also be something like a past traumatic experience that plagued you your whole life until one day you saw it completely differently. And now that no energy can no longer plague you because what it was attached to is no longer there. What was making you an energetic match to that confinement, to that prison cell, to that trauma is no longer there. So then the attraction releases. There's nothing to be attracted to anymore. That's where Venus comes in. Now, I have been, throughout all of this energy that I've been narrating over the last few weeks, Pluto has been, because there was a moment a few weeks prior to now where the sun was traveling through Taurus and Gemini and a little bit of Cancer, well, actually most of Cancer, and it was opposing Pluto, who is retrograde in Sagittarius. And I've been seeing Pluto as the mad scientist or the mad evil villain. Pluto retrograde in Sagittarius, the mad scientist, the mad evil villain, the arch enemy, the arch nemesis, the demon that you've been fighting and trying to overcome. The sun and Pluto were opposing each other for a while, and that was the face-off between you, the sun, and this demon or this arch enemy, Pluto retrograde in Sagittarius. And you overcame that. You won. We ended up winning over this demon because there was so much that was going on that actually helped. It handicapped the demon and it helped boost us, right? Great, excellent. But you overcame that. And this demon is still here. It's still there. It's still been trying to get its claws back in you as the sun has progressed in various moments. But at this moment, you have a conjunction between the moon and Pluto here. Between your subconscious and maybe your subconscious understanding of what this arch enemy has been, coming up and meeting that arch enemy face to face. And now the real truth, the real reality, the real change in your perspective surrounding this demon, which gave this demon or this arch enemy so much power over you, can finally settle in. This is like a moment of release when the belief about it, the moon, versus the actual reality of it, Pluto retrograde in Sagittarius, come together, and you see that now your belief is in alignment with what it truly is. That weakens it even more. And that is helped, aided by your switch, your shift in your values, Venus, that now completely relieves you, absolves you of this pathway, and thus you're now able to get over this hump. I like that, you guys. This is a pretty beautiful story. What do you think? I like it. I mean, I'm loving this narrative for the collective, for all of us. I'm really loving this narrative. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to talk about in all of this? Oh, okay. So also what's helping keep this in alignment? Let's talk about Mars, Uranus, and the North Node for a second, because they're still up, even though they're no longer fully really conjunct. Mars is now moving further into Taurus. Uranus and the North Node are still conjunct and are still in Aries. Okay, that's going to continue. But Mars has now moved into Taurus. Taurus being a sign ruled by Virgo. Okay, so in terms of this new way of direction in your life, okay, you could totally see Mars being the representation of why this being that I saw to represent this new person, that the being that you are, collectively speaking. I'm seeing it as this big, brolic, masculine figure, this big warrior, right? That's Mars. That's your new sense of direction. That's your new way of doing things, your new sense of outlook, I'm hearing. Mars is now in Taurus, so there is a level of practical application now. You're no longer still in, your home sign of Aries energy where the ideas are starting to come together, it's starting to take shape. You've literally been born into the physical, gone from Mars in Aries to now Mars in Taurus. Practical application. Now it's time to start to put your money where your mouth is. And we're not saying this to intimidate you. We're saying this to motivate you. And that takes me to this new sense of motivation that I feel. That's what the title of this reading or this session is. This new motivation. I woke up so newly motivated today. And this ties into everything. I woke up motivated today, but I did not wake up motivated to do the same old structured, disciplined morning routine like I always did, which would represent Saturn. Or would be represented by Saturn, right? In Capricorn, right? Keeping up with the structure that we've built. Keep moving forward. Don't deviate from the structure. Nah, fuck that. I don't want to do that today. I want to do something else. I want to do something different. So I got up, started making a cup of coffee, brushed my teeth, turned on the TV, put some news bullshit, blah, 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 whatever I wanted to listen to on in the morning. And I got my place together. I got my apartment together. I took down my laundry to put away. I changed the sheets on my bed. I washed them. I hung them. I even got to wash, hang, dry, and fold them before I even got to today's session. I changed it up today. No, I wasn't going to sit and mope again. And no, I'm not going to do the same old things that I keep doing. I want to switch it up. So I did. And it felt great. I felt motivated, but not for the same old reasons. And I felt that there felt like there was an upswing. Like I was saying in the beginning of the session, it felt like there was an upswing in the collective today. Not because we're all happy-go-lucky, everybody's sung gumdrops, rainbows, and unicorns. No. And unicorns. No. It was an upswing because it's like, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to feel like that anymore. I'm going to do something different now. I'm not going to force myself to be a part of a structure that doesn't fit me, and quite frankly, never really truly fit me. And if that means that my structure is going to shift every few days, every few weeks, every few months, it's going to shift back and forth to something new each and every time, then so be it. Why the fuck is that so bad? Why the fuck is that so wrong? That's my natural rhythm, isn't it? So I did it. I did something different. I looked at the way that Saturn retrograde in Capricorn was barking at me to do this, that, and the third before to start my day and keep it structured and follow this plan and blah. I turned around and said, fuck you. I'm going this way. And I did. And I feel great about it. I feel so much better now that I allowed myself to speak, now that I allowed myself to dictate what we gon' do. Because I'm the emperor here. Why? It's my life, buddy. You go be the emperor for wherever you are in your own life and whatever realm you have built for yourself. More power to you. All the respect and praise and congratulations to you to having the emperor, the empire, the structure that you desire. Let me have mine, please. I'm going to go over here. I'm not even going to try and stay and take over you. I want nothing to, I'm not trying to take over your space. There's some space over here for me that's just perfect. I'm going to go over here. You have a nice day. Point blank period. I mean, that's just it. Get your head out of your ass. Yes. And you know what's so crazy, Archangel, is that Judgment came out. So I got some new decks. The lovely Stella has provided the channel with some new decks. Oh, I love purple, Rolindigo. Yes. I'm sorry, hold on. I'm just catching up with the chat here. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Yes, Allie. Yes. Stella is amazing. Let me show you guys. Okay. So I already did a reading. I did a reading for Patreon with these decks, but this was the message that came out. And I'm thinking I might actually release that reading for the greater YouTube collective later on because it's so perfect. It goes so much in line with this whole narrative this whole story that I've been telling today. And the title of that reading is The New Judgment Call. And it's basically encouragement to make a new judgment call for yourself in more alignment with who you are. It's a really beautiful reading, and I definitely think I'm going to release it. Maybe I'll do it this weekend for the greater YouTube collective. So if you're watching over on Twitch, go to my About section, and I have listed my links, including Patreon and YouTube. If you guys want to get in on that, check it out. Yeah. YouTube, there are a ton. If you're looking for more readings for like the signs or anything like that, I have a ton of that over on YouTube. And actually what I'm thinking of doing is doing, if I can, if I feel up to it, if I have the time, I want to do some elemental readings, earth signs, fire signs, water signs, air signs, using these decks. So these are the two new decks that Stella has sent. They are sister decks, I want to call them. The first is the Soul Trees, Soul Seeds Oracle cards. And then the second is the Soul Trees Ascension deck. And both are made by Allison Williams Yee. Yes, they are. Hold on, wait. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do this to you. I have to. I'm so sorry. I'm so rude. Gosh, please excuse me. I'm so rude, you guys. I'm so rude. So look, these decks are beautiful. First of all, look. This is the Soul Seeds Oracle deck. Look at this. Look. These cards are they're gorgeous. Look at that one. That's beautiful. Rainbow. Oh, yay, the rainbow. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, these cards are gorgeous. This one says Sprig. And then on the sides on this deck is silver gilded. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes. Isn't that? Yes. Oh my God, I love that. I love a gilded deck, you guys. My favorite decks are the gilded ones. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Anyway, but then this is the Soul Trees Ascension deck. And let me just take a little bit of it. This one is not gilded on the sides, but the imagery on these cards. Look at the colors. The colors, Duke. The colors. I'm colorblind, kid. Who gets that? Wait. Who gets that joke? Who gets that one? First one to get that one gets 50 points. But look at, isn't this beautiful? I mean, these decks are beautiful. So I used the decks, both of them this morning, and I came up with a spread that I ended up testing out on Patreon. So if you're on Patreon and you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. And if you'd like to join Patreon, links are in the appropriate places wherever you find yourself viewing at this time. But I love these decks and I love that spread. So I'm thinking of doing that spread using these decks for all of the elements, just like a general check-in, maybe a mid-month check-in. So yeah, you have a lot of gilded decks for Lindigo. I love the Cosmic. This is, okay, so I'll say this again. You have the Soul Trees, Soul Seeds or Oracle deck. Hold on, can you see that properly? Yes. Soul Trees, Soul Seeds Oracle deck. And then you have the Soul Trees. This is the Soul Trees series, I guess. Soul Trees, as in like an actual tree in the forest. Soul Trees Ascension deck. Those are the names. Yeah, do that. They're beautiful. They are so beautiful. And so the way of using these decks is you're meant to allow the decks to speak to your intuition. So they do have accompanying books that list some definitions for the cards, but really you're meant to allow your intuition to speak to you with these cards. And that's really what I love. It's a very intuitive deck, and I love that about it, especially at the point that I am at with my channeling ability. I've gotten a much stronger relationship. I've noticed that my relationship with my intuition is much stronger. So I love having these opportunities to I love these decks to allow messages to come through. I love the challenge of being able to really let my intuition speak. It's beautiful. So if you're into something like that, check those decks out. But I am going to be bringing readings for the collective, or to the collective, with these decks. The Eric Oracle deck? Oh my God. Yes, you go crazy for a gilded deck. Yes, I love gilded decks. Oh my God. The Eric Oracle, that's an interesting, I should do that. The Eric Oracle deck. Excellent. You're welcome. And also, here's the name of the, I guess I want to call her the author or the creator, the creator of these decks. Her name is Allison Williams Yee. Her name is right there. Allison Williams Yee. Yes, if that's helpful for you. Yeah. Yeah, they're beautiful. So you know what? Actually, I want to get our Oracle guidance. We're going to 4444. Look at that. A unicorn deck. A badass unicorn deck. I would obviously need someone to work on the illustrations with me, because I'm not an illustrator. But I am a channeler. And Josiah, that actually hit me in some pretty intimate ways. So I'm gonna explore that. Perhaps, yeah. If you can illustrate, I wouldn't mind. I'd definitely love to see what we could produce. So I'm gonna get us a closing message from the Soul Seeds Oracle. Yes? Soul Seeds Oracle. Ooh, excuse me, that was gross. The Britney Spears Oracle. Wait, stop. You woman, you. Stop it. There's no Britney Spears Oracle. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, stop everything. Stop everything right now. Stop everything right this fucking minute. Stop it. You're lying to me. Britney Spears Oracle deck. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're kidding me. Stop it. This is not serious. Oh, you guys, I need this. You guys, I need this. Josiah, I am open. I am open to the ideas. Let's brainstorm. But I'm gonna need y'all. Stop everything. Hold on. Wait, give me a second. Stop everything. My life. I do still use my P.O. box. My life. Oh my God, you guys. I would love to work with the Britney Spears Oracle. Oh. This just made my day so wonderful. You have no idea. The strong woman. Ah, get out of here. Oh, I need this in my life. I absolutely need this in my life, you guys. Okay, I'm going to give this one more shuffle, and then we're going to get our Oracle message to close out our session today. All right. Woo, it is hot in here. I need to turn on a fan. Closing message for the collective. We have a lot of cards here. This deck is really wanting to introduce itself, so we're going to go with it. Oh boy. A peace offering. Overall energy at the bottom of the deck, we have bouquet. And this is, with bouquet here, I heard a peace offering. But also, the universe is, it's like the universe in some cases feels that it needs to approach you in a sense of making a peace offering, a truce. We are not at war with each other, is what the universe is saying to some of us in the collective, or is how the universe is presenting itself to us. And so we have the universe coming forward with like a bouquet of roses or like a bouquet of flowers to indicate some sort of innocence, innocent intent, innocence in their intent, a treaty or a truce, a peace offering, something like that. But upon closer look at this actual bouquet, it turns out that the bouquet that the universe is handing to you as this peace offering is actually a bouquet of you and your ability and your talents and gifts It's, for some of you, it is representing pieces of yourself that have been fragmented for so long that the universe is now fully delivering back to you so that you can reintegrate them into your life. For others of you, this bouquet is looking like opportunities. For some of you, you feel like you're dead or broken, or you're a failure, or you've reached the dead end, or you have no more chances ahead of you. And this peace offering that is in the form of a bouquet that the universe is handing to you is actually a representation of all the possibilities you still have before you. And there's more where that came from, right? Upon deeper inspection of what this bouquet actually is, this peace offering is opportunity that the universe is handing to you, okay? Now, the actual cards that came out here, I want to start here. You have Crown, Restore, and Original. This is speaking to what we have been talking about today in terms of these energies of breaking away from some sort of structure because of an expanded belief system. What this is speaking to is the restoration of your crown. I'm sorry, the restoration of your crown chakra, crown, and restore here, right? Restore is right here. You have crown here to its original state, or what was closer to an original state, original. And you see how in this, I mean, obviously all of these are like flowers or like dandelion looking things, but in this one, especially since we're talking about the crown chakra, you have this illumination of the top, which is where your crown chakra is. And this is breaking free from the restrictions, the controlling structures, the controlling tendencies, the ways that you have been conditioned to not be your original self. This is opening up your crown chakra to a greater fullness, to receive more of your real true self, to restore your crown chakra so that you can receive more of this authentic being that is being handed to you in this bouquet, in this truce, in this peace offering. Now, the best way to do this, or the best way to allow this to happen, is to follow joy. Now, these three cards are the first ones that came out, but I wanted to start with opening up that crown chakra, okay? Following the joy. When you follow the joy, you are bound to be surprised. Why? Because that joy is coming from your muse, the universe, or is coming from the universe, your muse. So when you follow the joy, you follow towards what your muse is leading you to ultimately, which are your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, your desires. We can look at it this way. A muse inspires an artist to reach a certain point of completing a certain work. Or, I mean, they could just continue on, but ultimately, at least in the physical world, you are looking to produce a completed full work, right? Well, that's what your muse helps you get to. All you got to do is just follow the muse and you'll get there, right? So follow your muse, who is the universe, and follow the joy, which will lead you to the surprises that are contained within this bouquet that the universe is handing to you, this peace offering, this truce. We're not at war with each other. We are not enemies here. It is that belief structure that was making an enemy out of me, says the universe. So all you got to do is restore that crown to its original state. And from there, follow the joy to reach the surprise. Orchestrated by the muse, which is the universe. Or you could say your higher self also. Believe in whimsy. Whimsy is the place to begin. Begin in whimsy and let it develop from there. Yes. Yes. And that is a very joyful place to be, isn't it? That whimsical state. Blake Picara. Well, unfortunately, I'm not doing personal readings today. I do save that for Fridays. So if you want to come back and join us on a Friday, I could definitely do a reading for you then. If you're still here, Blake. But that's, see, I love this deck. At least this deck is very much in alignment with where we are at this time collectively. So that's why it feels like it fits so well. So I definitely want to do more readings with this deck in the future, or both of these decks in the future. But there you have it, guys. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. Excellent, Blake. I look forward to seeing you again soon. That is going to be the end of our session for today. Thank you for the follow, Blake. Welcome to the Unicorn Herd. Hey, and check out YouTube. I might be able to answer some of those questions for you. I have a lot of readings over on YouTube. In the About section is my link to YouTube, my YouTube channel. I have links or readings for all the zodiac signs. Check us out there. But definitely come back on a Friday because we do an extra hour for the SIP. We have our Friday hangout sesh, which is where I do readings for the collective. I do extra collective readings, yes, but I do personal readings. You know, if you want to leave a donation somewhere, that's cool and greatly appreciated, but it's not necessary. I just kind of open the floor. We talk about anything, and then we also end up gaming by the end sometimes, so... Definitely come back on a Friday too, but check us out Monday through Friday for daily messages and collective shenanigans. Yeah, definitely collective shenanigans. That's for sure. But I love you all so very much, and I am so happy that you've been here. I'm so happy to have been here with you, for sure. I love you guys. Excellent African oneness. Hey, Serenity. How you doing, boo? Serenity of Soul. I'm sorry, but you're coming in at the very end of our session, though. But definitely to catch the rerun. It will be saved here on Twitch, but also it's on my live tab in YouTube because I'm live on YouTube at the same time. So welcome in, but I'm signing off. I love you all so very much. It's been a wonderful session. Definitely check out the replay, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day, yeah? All right, cool. I'm going to end it there. I love you guys. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for our next taste of the SIP, yeah? Bye.